This morning, we now know who RTD's pick is for the new police chief. His name is Dr. Joel Fitzgerald. He comes from Waterloo, Iowa, where he led the police department after leadership roles in DPSs in Fort Worth, Texas, and Allentown, Pennsylvania. In 2019, he was fired from his job as Fort Worth police chief for what the city manager called poor judgment. Fitzgerald sued Fort Worth, claiming he was in the process of exposing corruption in City Hall to the FBI and was fired the day that he was set to meet with them. Here in Denver, Fitzgerald says he's been walking around in plain clothes the last few days, talking to passengers and other people around RTD properties. Coming up in our next half hour, we're going to hear from Fitzgerald on the first change he plans to make in this new position.
Newly released police documents reveal more about the fire that killed 5-year-old Abner Bautista. The case dates back to last January. That fire started in a ground floor apartment on East Evans Avenue near Chambers in Aurora. Alondra Michelle is charged with more than 30 counts related to the fire. At first, she denied that she was involved, but an arrest affidavit released yesterday shows Michelle eventually told police she started it by setting fire to a blanket after an argument with her boyfriend over text messages. She also told them that she tried to put the fire out. Fire crews rescued several people as that fire burned. The child was among them, though he died later at the hospital. Michelle is expected in court for an arraignment next month. She faces charges of first-degree murder, arson, and child abuse, among other charges. Well, developing this morning, a 13-year-old is recovering after being shot on the way home from school on his first day of school. Denver police say it happened about 3:30 Monday afternoon near the intersection of 14th and Ogden. The 13-year-old's mom had just picked him up from school and was driving home. The mom had to slam on her brakes to avoid hitting a man who was in the middle of the street who was out there yelling at drivers. The mom eventually was able to get around him, but police say the man then took out a gun, fired shots, and hit her son. Police arrested the suspect, Cottrell James, on Tuesday night. He is being held on charges of attempted murder. Right now, Boulder police are asking for help finding a man they say robbed a bank on Tuesday. Police say just before 1:30, he walked into the Vectra Bank at Broadway and Alpine, took out a note demanding money, and then ran off. If you have any information, you're asked to call Northern Colorado Crime Stoppers. Fear can come from ignorance. Education can turn that fear into something positive and meaningful. CU Boulder just got more than $2 million now to expand its Asian Studies program.
The funding comes at a time when educators say international studies are needed most. Here's Courtney Yoon.
We have been in an era of what I think of as nativist populism for a while now.
Learning about other cultures and countries is very different than learning from other cultures.
We can all be a little bit less fearful and a little bit more open.
CU Boulder Center for Asian Studies just received $2.2 million in grants for the Asian Studies National Resource Center and Foreign Language and Area Studies fellowships.
You know, one of the things I tell my students is that we all live in Asia.
It's not the first time they've had these grants.
The products that we use, the things that we do in our daily lives, those all connect us to Asia in fundamental ways. And don't we have some kind of responsibility to know a little bit more about that kind of place that we're so intimately connected to in so many ways? I think we do.
Interim Faculty Director Tim Oak says international studies are more important than ever.
Most of the time when you have those kinds of suspicions and fears, they come out of ignorance, right? They come out of not really knowing about another place, not really having experienced it in any kind of meaningful way.
These grants will give students opportunities to study abroad in Asia and get internships.
Our theme for the grant is infusing Asia across campus.
Executive Director Danielle Rochelot-Salas says it'll also help expand CU Boulder's course offerings related to Asia and give 5 graduate students a chance to immerse themselves in language studies.
We have these connections across the world, and we have to figure out how to work together to solve problems, to address climate change, whatever it is. We just want people to be willing to learn from each other and listen to the experiences that each other have had.
Courtney Yoon reporting there. The grants will also be used for much more, including instruction of Arabia culture and civilization, Tibetan language learning, and collaborating with the College of Engineering to develop a climate and society in Asia curriculum.